Former MasterChef presenter Gregg Wallace is seeking up to £10,000 in damages from the BBC, claiming the broadcaster caused him distress and harassment by failing to comply with his request for copies of his personal data, according to court documents. Wallace is taking legal action against the BBC and BBC Studios after being sacked from the cooking show in July. His dismissal followed a report that upheld more than 40 allegations about his conduct on MasterChef, including one of unwelcome physical contact and 3 of being in a state of undress. Wallace previously said he was deeply sorry for any distress he caused and that he never set out to harm or humiliate. The BBC and BBC Studios say they won't be commenting on ongoing legal proceedings. They have filed a defense to the claim, but the details are not yet available. BBC News is editorially independent from the wider corporation. In documents filed at the High Court, Wallace claimed that, in March, he requested personal data from both the BBC and its subsidiary, BBC Studios, under data protection laws. Both requests for data related to his work, contractual relations and conduct spanning 21 years. In the court documents, Wallace claimed the BBC considered his request to be complex and as such requested an extension to the usual 1-month deadline to provide such information. In August, the documents said, the BBC emailed Wallace to apologize for the delay and said they were taking all reasonable steps to process the request in a timely manner, but he still has not received a response. The documents further claim that BBC Studios told Wallace it was withholding parts of his data on the basis of freedom of expression. But Wallace claimed it had unlawfully failed to supply all of the claimant's personal data and had wrongly redacted information. By reason of the defendants failing to fully comply with their subject access request, made by the claimant for his own personal data, the defendants acted in breach of their statutory duty and in doing so caused distress and harassment to the claimant, he said. He stated he was seeking damages for distress, harassment and loss of amenity not exceeding £10,000 as well as interest. Wallace is also seeking a court order that the BBC and BBC Studios comply with the requests for his data. Wallace's representatives have been approached for a comment. Wallace had hosted MasterChef for 20 years, but stepped away from presenting the show last year after facing a string of misconduct claims. The show's production company Banjay ordered an immediate inquiry into the allegations, which was conducted by an independent law firm. This summer, the law firm's report revealed that 45 claims against Wallace had been substantiated. In total, the report said 83 allegations were made against the TV presenter, with the majority of the upheld claims relating to inappropriate sexual language and humor, but also culturally insensitive or racist comments. Following that report, Wallace issued a statement to the PA news agency, saying that none of the serious allegations against me were upheld. A separate claim that his co-host John Turode had used a severely offensive racist term was also substantiated. Turode has said he has no recollection of the incident. Both presenters were sacked in July. Last month, it was revealed that food critic Grace Dent and chef Anna Howe are the new hosts of MasterChef.